We begin with breaking news. A fist fight breaks out at Tiffany Henyard's Thornton Township meeting tonight, and witnesses say Henyard herself jumped onto the pile.
Yeah, so take a look at this. Videos all over social media tonight. It happened as a community activist and frequent Henyard critic was speaking. He apparently insulted Henyard, calling her a name. That's when a witness says Henyard's boyfriend confronted him. That's when the chaos ensued. The witness says Henyard pushed her table out of the way, ran to the back of the room to join in. Police are there. We're going to keep you updated.
What happens when you let a corrupt politician run wild, stealing from not just one but two jurisdictions, using public money to pay their hairstylists and makeup artists, take unauthorized first-class trips, and line their own pockets, all while sabotaging the very people they're supposed to serve, raising their taxes, shutting down their businesses unless they cough up campaign donations and pledge loyalty, getting their corrupt police force to break into businesses, sending goons to literally shoot up people's homes over personal beefs, allowing women to be assaulted on their taxpayer-funded trips, then silencing them, firing them, and sweeping it under the rug instead of seeking justice. And what does everyone with local state authority do? Nothing. The DA? Nothing. The state legislature? Nothing. The governor? Nothing. All of them. Instead, they let this fraud lead the party locally, invited them to the White House to congratulate them for bankrupting an entire village, looting the township, and leaving destruction in their wake. What do you think happens next? A real-life episode of the Boondocks.
That ain't right. Y'all women go out. That ain't right.
Yes, folks, this really happened last night. Multiple angles of the video are floating around on social media, and who's at the center of it? None other than the woman I dubbed the City Girl Mayor, aka Tiffany Teflon Tahoe, aka Mayor Pork Chop of Dalton, Illinois. Things got heated at the township meeting again, but let's be real, when haven't they been chaotic under this so-called leadership? We're talking about scenes that have never gone down before in village or township history. Shout out to everyone who hit me up, Anthony, Robert, Scribble MG, and everybody else checking in to see if I caught this absolute clown show at the township meeting. Tiffany Tahoe did make history, all right. First woman this, first woman that, but also the first to turn both the village and township into a full-blown circus. We're about to break it all down, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Breaking right now in the south suburbs, fistfights at a Thornton Township meeting tonight. This was our view from two different vantage points. Leaders are forced to clear the hall and stop working again as the chaos erupts.
In Battle Township, Supervisor Tiffany Henyard made a rare appearance there tonight, getting into the fray herself.
Our Jermont Terry witnessed it all, and Jermont, this happened after several Henyard-supported employees were suspended.
That's exactly right, Erica. Tonight's meeting was the first in months that they've had here in the township, and it ended with South Holland police getting called in and shutting it down after Supervisor Henyard's boyfriend squared up with someone making disrespectful comments towards the supervisor during public comments. And as you mentioned, it's a fight the supervisor found herself in the middle of too. As Jedediah Brown finished his public comments directed to Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, he ended with this.
You gone.
And before Brown could get back to his seat, Henyard's allies, including her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, confronted Brown and punches went flying. Several men joined the tussle where people threw punches and started kicking. Security guard tried separating the men. Witnesses say Henyard, who was in the front of the room with the board of trustees, ran towards that tussle. Her intentions unclear, but she did lose a shoe and was thrown to the ground. This guy in the black t-shirt is Kamal Woods, Henyard's boyfriend. He was also at the center of the trustees' agenda.
I would like to make a motion to put Kamal Woods and William Moore on administrative leave.
Woods was hired by Henyard to run the township youth program. and many on the board and in the community have questioned the work he and William Moore, another Henyard ally, ever did in Thornton Township. The board placed them on paid leave immediately as investigations into their positions get underway.
Why is it with pay? Because they've been on leave with pay. They haven't done anything relating to what their roles are supposed to be.
Henyard tried keeping the trustees from making the vote and argued placing Woods on leave is nothing more than personal.
No, and this is political retaliation. So again, thank you for the lawsuit, because y'all just picked certain individual. Y'all didn't come in here do no research, so I appreciate it.
But what was not appreciated is the chaos residents had to see firsthand. Now, many people left this meeting shaking their heads, talking about what an embarrassment this night was tonight. As for the fight, it ended the meeting. There was no adjournment. South Holland Police, again, we do not know if they arrested anyone and or detained anyone. The officers on scene would not comment.
All those in favor say aye. You go.
New developments in Thornton Township, where last night's board meeting turned into a brawl. It sparked after a comment from activist Jedediah Brown towards Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
Our Darius Johnson is live in studio with us this morning to break down what happened last night. I mean, it was pretty crazy, Darius, and Henyard was not expected to be there initially.
She was not, yet she was. Essentially, nothing worked in her favor last night. The board all voted against her and residents started to speak their truth. But Henyard allies did not go down without a fight, literally. Take a look. That comment by activist Jedediah Brown led to a full-on brawl between him and Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods. Punches were thrown. People climbed on tables and even started kicking one another as Henyard allies started to jump in. Before this, Woods and William Moore, two township employees hired by Henyard, were placed on administrative leave as an investigation begins into their roles with the township. Henyard called this a personal move, yet their work has been questioned by the board and the community. This was the first meeting since trustee Stephanie Wiedemann filled a vacant seat on the board just last week. With Wiedemann present, the board was finally able to approve the township's tax levy ordinance and insurance, ending the shutdown. Now, this move left residents thrilled about the progress moving forward and left Henyard fed up about being left out.
That's all we've been asking for. Accountability, transparency, doing the right thing. Thank you, and thank you.
But if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work, and I'm going to give away the rest of my time.
Witnesses say Henyard ran toward the fight. It was unclear if she was trying to jump in, but she was thrown to the ground and lost her shoe. Again, all of this comes after former Mayor Lori Lightfoot delivered a scathing report to Dalton trustees, alleging a pattern of gross financial mismanagement by Henyard, who serves as the mayor of Dalton. Now, the investigation, ladies, also revealed similar findings into Thornton Township, where Henyard serves as the board supervisor there as well. Again, coming up at 6 o'clock, you're going to hear from Henyard, who essentially calls all of this political retaliation.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for the residents there because nothing really is getting done, or has for a few months now.
Nothing has gotten done for months. However, you started to hear from residents last night who started to get some sense of hope that things would move forward now that some things have been approved to end this shutdown so people can get back to work and do what needs to be done.
All right, Darius, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Last night was the first real Thornton Township meeting in a while, with all the trustees and supervisor present. They recently filled a vacant trustee seat with Stephanie, an interim trustee. Now, Tiffany Tahoe had been scheming for months to get one of her own people in that spot, but the community wasn't having it. They fought back and made sure someone for the people got in, keeping at least some balance in Thornton Township government. And then things got real. The trustees moved to get rid of Tiffany Tahoe's boyfriend. And listen, when the feds come knocking, they better pick up Kamal too. That's the boyfriend. And anybody knows if he's even divorced yet? Last time we checked, dude was cheating on his pregnant wife with Tiffany Tahoe. She had him swimming in so much taxpayer money that he straight up left his family, his wife and kids, for her. A whole mess, by the way. And let's not forget, Kamal's not just some quiet sidekick. He's been out here threatening female reporters in Chicago for daring to cover their corruption. But last night, the trustees weren't playing. They put him and another one of Tiffany's scammer buddies on paid leave, both of them accused of misappropriating township funds under her leadership. We gotta run it back real quick. Remember, Tiffany Tahoe isn't just the mayor of Dalton. She's also the supervisor of Thornton Township, the largest township in Illinois. A massive conflict of interest, by the way. I told y'all back in 2023, Thornton Township's budget is bigger than Dalton's, and Tiffany Tahoe has been running it like her own personal piggy bank. Dalton is just one of the villages and towns in Thornton Township, and Thornton is a part of Cook County. But what do the so-called authorities in Cook County do? They all sit back and watch this real-life Boondocks episode unfold. Desperation is in the air. The walls are closing in on the city girl mayor. I told y'all she's getting indicted this year. Sometime between April and July, she's about to lose both of her positions in one sweep. Now, she already lost her fight for the Democratic nomination for Thornton Township supervisor. She's not going to be on the ballot. The only way she could win now, a write-in campaign. But let's be real. The people of Thornton Township never wanted her in the first place. She didn't even run for that position. No, she never got a single vote for Thornton Township supervisor. She was installed overnight like a toilet. And ever since, she's been using it to grab even more power than she had in Dalton. I'm talking about power and access to all the money. Before she got there, the township had a $30,000 monthly credit card limit. When she came in, she bumped it up to $200,000. Just running through taxpayer money like it's a shopping spree, making unauthorized purchases, even funneling money through her own nonprofit organization. So yeah, Tiffany Tahoe was 38 hot last night. When she saw her boyfriend getting pushed out, she went off, taking shots at the trustees, talking crazy to them, just wilding out. And when it was time for public comment, the people lit her up. And here's the kicker. She knew this was coming. She knew Jedediah Brown was going to show up. She and her crew have been out here calling him all kinds of names, dragging him through the mud. But the second he clapped back and called her the B word,
All those in favor say aye. You gone.
she used that moment as the perfect excuse to do what they already planned to do. Kamal, the boyfriend who left his pregnant wife for Tiffany, tried to step to Jedediah. Another man got in between them, trying to stop Kamal from attacking him. But Kamal, he reportedly started windmilling. And then here comes Tiffany, running up from behind. At one point, she was on Jedediah's back. Yeah, you heard right. The Nuck If You Buck city girl mayor jumped into a fight between men, escalating it. And let's be real, she's probably the only one who actually landed some hits since she attacked him from behind. And it didn't stop there. At one point, her wig was flying all over the place. Some other female residents got their licks in too. Tiffany Tahoe was sliding like she was at that ice skating rink that she never opened to the public and spent all the people's money on, getting her wig knocked off and, according to reports, damaging property while she was at it. And of course, her corrupt police department did nothing. No arrest, no consequences. They didn't even want to take a report. When Jedediah went to the police station to file one, they straight up refused at first.
And what we're just trying to get clarity on is, and you were there, you seen what was going on. It's all over the news, it's all over Facebook and this, that, and the other. And I would hate for any one of you all to put your jobs in jeopardy by trying to satisfy and pacify this lady.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I want to know, excuse me, Paul. I need every camera right here. I'm going to ask you really simple. I fear for my safety because of things that have gone on. And I'm aware of who I'm talking to. So let me say what I'm saying. I understand that you all don't like the camera. But I am asking you as a victim if I can take a report. If you refuse to take a report, which you are mandated to do by your job, I'm going to sue the out of your department. So the question is simple. Can I get the report or not? Okay, so if I'm going to go over there where I don't feel safe, then you're going to let somebody come with me as a witness because I don't trust y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, and they're going to have their camera. So is it you?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Could somebody go with you? And he said yes.
The police are not supposed to control it. I'm a victim.
I understand that.
They can't tell me no. They would have definitely, y'all make me rich as fuck if you want to.
He needs to stand down.
He is not a good officer.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Then after people started pressing them, they pretended they'll take a report, but instead of actually writing it, the officer, one of Tiffany's supporters, started interrogating the victim like he was Kamal and Tiffany's personal lawyer. Multiple people had clear video footage from different angles showing exactly what happened, and what did the officer do? Dismissed all of it.
I mean, someone who's aggressive compared to someone that's actually swinging is different.
Okay, so this is what I'm telling you. The first hit, which is why I'm here, excuse me, I'm gonna say it to you again, because I'm not doing that. The first hit to which I'm here for was against me from my back. So you have to take my testimony for my report.
Where is it?
No, battle is just battle. This most likely will not be going to a detective. We'll investigate it ourselves.
That's what I needed to know. And it's clear you made your determination. Thank you. That's what I needed to know.
That's some bull.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to hear them say it because
That's some bull.
no, I just wanted to hear them say it. They clearly are gaslighting it. It's okay. But they already on video tried not to give me a report. He came out hostile. I know who he is.
The officer basically told them he'll slap together a fake report later, took 0 notes, and straight up said it wouldn't be investigated. It's time for Tiffany to go. None of this madness was happening before her. She single-handedly turned the village and the township into a full-blown Tyler Perry, Jerry Springer, Boondocks crossover episode. It was beyond embarrassing. I've been saying she'll be indicted between spring and summer 2025, but at this point, the feds need to stop dragging their feet. They've got more than enough already. And get this, she's been out here trying to cozy up to Trump, probably thinking she can finesse a pardon when the walls finally close in.
So yes, Trump did win, and congratulations again. This is me saying it publicly to our new president of the United States. Just like Trump, I'm gonna come in on a landslide on both seats. Know that. Remember this moment when I landslide and come in for the victory, like I always do.
This woman has literally destroyed a village that's over 90% black, ran it straight into the ground, and then did the exact same thing over at the township in a position that she didn't even get a single vote. And the worst part, everybody's been watching. Just sitting back waiting for somebody, anybody, not under the control of the city girl mayor, to finally step in and shut this circus down. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this hot ghetto mess below. Special thank you to Edmund. I appreciate you, Edmund, for all of your support for the channel, as well as Creed, Randy, and Dark Power. I appreciate all of you for helping these videos get out. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.